Hey folks, Arizona guy here. It's Saturday, November 9th, 2024. I haven't checked in with you since the election. What did you guys think about the election? Trump won over Kamala Harris hugely in America. And I'll tell you what, the left wing in the country are going absolutely crazy. So on X today, I watched these leftists, some female, shaving their heads because Trump won the election. Shaving their heads because they're so disappointed that Trump won the election. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, some of these people. But I'll tell you, folks, I grew up in a middle-class family, and my mother and father cared about our lawn. My mother would plant flowers. My father and I would keep the lawn mowed. We cared about our lawns. That's the campaign that Kamala ran against Trump. She had nothing to offer the American people. She would get in front of people and have nothing but a word salad. Nobody really understood what she was saying. What is an opportunity economy? I'm sorry, folks, but that was never, ever spelled out to what it really would be. You know, when you go to a Trump rally and you hear Trump speak, Trump lays things out for you. He explains what he is going to do. Kamala couldn't do any of that. None of it. She couldn't explain anything. She was afraid. She was afraid to talk to Joe Rogan. She was afraid to allow somebody like Tucker Carlson to interview her. Trump did it all. Trump did all the interviews. He answered people's questions. Kamala did none of it. None of it. She was afraid. Or even at a town hall meeting, Kamala needed a teleprompter. She needed somebody to give her the answer. She cannot think for herself. And then these leftists are cutting their hair off because they can't understand how Kamala, the great orator, didn't get elected. And I'm watching some news this morning, and these leftists on the government media want to say the reason that Kamala wasn't elected is because suburban white women are racist and didn't vote for her. I mean, it's excuse after excuse after excuse. Excuse me. But it's just crazy. Just absolutely crazy. I mean, is anybody watching the mainstream media anymore? Because for 4 years, all they have done is bash Donald J. Trump. They called him every name in the book. They've been against him running for president since day one. All they did was go against Trump. They never had any good thing to say about Trump at all. He's a fascist. He's a Nazi. You know, he's this, he's that. Well, if that's true, then why does Joe Biden say we're going to have a peaceful transition of power? Joe Biden is going to allow Trump peaceful passage into the White House. So, you know, everything the media has told you about Trump, it's garbage. I mean, they put down Trump's tariffs. Folks, we've been tariffed for years and years and years. All Trump is doing is making more of a fair trade transaction. You tariff us at 50%, we're going to tariff you at 50%. So if you want to buy a BMW, you're already paying a tariff on it. You know, what we want in America is for Germany and England and these other countries, Australia, India, we want these other countries to take our products. And if we have to pay 50% to take their products, they're going to pay 50% to take our products. I mean, it's going to be more of a actual fair trade deal. Trump knows how to make these deals. He will actually do as he says and bring industry back into our country. Folks, I'm telling you, the economy was great. Whether leftists say it wasn't or whatever, the economy was so much better before it was destroyed by the Democrat Party. Our border was secure. Less and less and less newcomers were coming in under Trump. Biden got in, he reversed all of Trump's policies. We were invaded. We were overtaken by newcomers. Folks, I'm telling you, it's crazy. And then the Democrats want to go on these shows like Morning Joe, The View, and say just terrible things about President Trump, all of which are untrue. It's crazy, folks. As you know, I've always been a Trump supporter. I believe in his policies. Do I agree with everything the man says? No, I don't. But his policies are what's right for the country. We need to get back to what's right for the country. That's what I'm interested in. I want to see patriotism for the country at an all-time high. That's what I want to see. I'm tired of America being last. I want America to be first because I'm an American. So I root for my country. And that's all Trump is doing. Trump wants to put America first. Democrats like Kamala want to play down America, make America the last. That's what they want to do. And the majority of Americans came together and said in a mandate for Donald Trump that we prefer his policies over Kamala's policies. Because what is an opportunity economy? That was never, ever spelled out for me or spelled out for anyone else. Anyway, folks, it is a wonderful day in Phoenix, Arizona. It is 75 degrees. It's absolutely wonderful. But anyway, folks, I'll tell you what. These left-wingers, if they want to continue shaving their heads, I say more power to them. I think they all should shave their heads. I think that would be wonderful. If they're suffering from some kind of stress, Trump derangement syndrome, then take care of your stress. Shave your head. You know, get your face tattooed. Whatever it takes to calm you down. Whatever you need. But myself, I put up 2 new, very nice American flags. One has a large eagle on it because I'm proud to be an American. And I'm going to continue doing things like that. I'm going to continue supporting my country. Because let me tell you something, living in Arizona, folks, they still have not called the Senate races in Arizona. They keep trying to tell us that Ruben Gallego is ahead of Kerry Lake. Now, you all know Trump won Arizona. Hugely. Trump won Arizona hugely. Now, do you think that Kerry Lake is going to lose when people voted for Trump? I don't think so, folks. But they're delaying the vote count in Arizona. Now, what is the reason for that? It's crazy. Florida is much larger than Arizona. I think Florida most likely has 10 million more people living in it than the state of Arizona. Florida was able to count their votes and say who the winners were the very same day. Now, the election was November 2nd. Today's November 9th. 7 days and we still don't know who in Arizona has won the Senate races. Give me a break. It's absolutely crazy that Arizona can't get this done. It disturbs me as being a resident of Arizona that the vote counting people are just literally dragging their feet. Because, oh my God, there's just so many votes to count. Really, folks? Really? How did Florida do it? 10 million more people. How did Florida do it? And I keep asking myself, how did Florida do it and Arizona, being a smaller state, can't do it? That means there's people purposely holding up the counting process. Purposely holding up the counting process. In America, folks, in our country, this is happening. It's unreal. So anyway, folks, I am up here at the grocery store. Gonna get something special for supper tonight for Mrs. Arizona and myself. I ran out of trash bags. I got to get some more cat and dog food. But anyway, I think America is really going to start doing well. Did you see where Hamas wants peace? Trump hasn't even been inaugurated yet, and Hamas wants peace. Trump doesn't cause wars. Trump doesn't want war. Trump wants peace and prosperity. So if you believe all of the stuff about Trump, folks, you've been indoctrinated or lied to. Hamas is calling for peace. Donald Trump's not even inaugurated, not until January 20th. And he said that he would talk to Zelensky and Putin and see if he could resolve the Ukrainian war. Well, I certainly hope so. I hope he talks to both of those guys. I hope they bring an end to the Ukraine war. Folks, we sent billions and billions of American tax dollars over there. Our hard-earned tax money has been going to fund a war in the Ukraine. I don't want that. I want my tax dollars spent here in America on good things for Americans. And I'm sure that's what you want too. I get tired of hearing about all this taxpayer funding going to a foreign country. I don't want it to. I want our American money to stay in America. That's why Trump won the election. But I gotta say, Kamala was a very, very flawed candidate. Very, very flawed. And anybody that says that Kamala Harris was a good candidate, they're lying to you. She was a horrible candidate, folks. She never had anything to say. She wouldn't be interviewed. Opportunity, economy, middle-class family. She was the girl on the school bus. Folks, she never had anything logically correct to say. So there is no way that most people like myself, we're not racists. We're hard-working, tax-paying, patriotic Americans. So of course we're going to vote for the best candidate. Kamala Harris was not the best candidate. In my eyes, she was absolutely horrific. So I don't blame anybody for not voting for her. I say the smart people did not vote for her. The people that love America did not vote for her. We want America to be safe and strong and wealthy and able to pay our bills and good trade agreements and secure border. So yeah, we voted for Trump. Anyway, folks, that's what I have for you today. If you feel like you have to go see a psychiatrist because your Trump derangement syndrome is so awfully bad that you have to shave your head, I really cannot communicate with you because you don't understand what happened. Or you don't understand what America actually is. I cannot help you. Anyway, folks, go out there, do something nice for somebody. Open a door, carry somebody's groceries to their car. Whatever, do something nice for somebody. And if you're on my side, just sit back and watch people shaving their head and smile about it. Have a wonderful evening, folks. Arizona Guy out.